guiding light that always leads you astray. I took your message to the stars, and I rewrote it so that they know who you are. Don't ask to get paid back for favors. Don't lie and claim you knew the score, 'cause it will be no revelation you can make your book on, and I cannot forgive you evermore. I told you nothing from the start. I kept the canvas blank and claimed that was my art. You turned the mirror to the wall, bricked in the world outside, bid farewell to them all. It's not a solace you can savor. That's not a life that should suffice. Fill up all the pages that you saved up to inscribe on, but you should have bit your lip and paid the price. Think you've earned an inch of leeway. Don't bet the farm that I'll retract, 'cause I will leave you hanging from the rafters that I built up with my two hands and my own aching back. I am the land beneath your feet. I am the air you breathe, the people that you meet. I tore your vision from the sky, dashed in the gutter when it failed to meet my eye. And now we find ourselves opposing. Neither can give an inch of ground. And this is just a case where someone has to be a loser. And when it's done, it's gone without a sound. It's gone without a sound. You act like you don't know who you are, 'cause it's a little too easy when you fit that profile to the point that you've lost yourself beside that distant star. Try to never return the gifts you've borrowed. Turn your back if they said so all along, 'cause it's a little too late this time to go back where you started from, 'cause you've lost yourself someone else's song. And I can't bail you out this time if you won't lay it on the line just a little more than you led us to believe. Stars are falling now to sink. The culture's coming to the brink of something that you're doomed to misperceive. 2,000 years after when we started. Or maybe yesterday finally got the clue. Oh, and the present was taking place, pushing yesterday out of grace, when tomorrow should have come to pull you through. I believe you believe me when I tell you I believed all the crazy things you said. But it's a little too past the pale to rein it in before the veil comes dropping down to settle on your head. And now we're off to who knows where to build these castles in the air, when we know that no one really gets the game. The stars are set within their ways. We have a number to our days, and it adds up if they curse or praise your name. Tried to sleep another night away, told you not to take the train. One and only shot to get away, make them all regret your name. Gravity is there to pull you down and remind you who you are. I remind you when I come around of when you always reach the stars. When you were young and you grasped them fearlessly, without a single worry you'd get burned. When you were young and you weren't afraid to see, when you were wrong you weren't afraid to learn. Can you tell me how to find the way back to who you used to be? I remember how you looked that day and the way you looked at me. Take my hand and let's go walking out, find ourselves out in the street. Rediscover when without a doubt it was destiny to meet. When you were young and you walked along the sea, staring up into the great beyond. When you were young and you pushed ahead of me, you took the lead when I could not respond. Now we know the time has long gone by and you missed your chance to play. I can never help it, wondering why, given how you spent your days. Well, I remind you when you used to know, if you ever found it out. When they find you, you won't tell them no, and you weren't afraid to shout. When you were young and you stepped up to the threshold, stretching off into the great unknown. When you were young and the stories hadn't been told, and I had some hope you knew where you were going. When I hear you rambling on, I can't stop thinking back to times when things were different than today. The rosy-colored memories of the hope you seemed to lack, back when you still believed enough to pray. Pray for the ties that bind to loosen up their grip. Pray for things to change the way you want. Pray that someone someday soon will save you from yourself and take you off to some place you can haunt. Haunt with your selfless claims to be just who you are, a task no one has ever asked of you. To stand up tall and shout aloud the buried of the hour, and all that you convince yourself is true. True in the way you take it deeply to your heart, a truth that always sounds like something real. A statement you can speak aloud and stand behind your words. For once it's something you can really feel. I was coming down now. Now it's coming down, now it's coming down, now. I was coming down now. Oh yeah, it's coming down now. Oh yeah, it's coming down now. Coming down upon us all, no matter what you do. You might as well accept it in the end. The choice has not been offered, regardless of your truth. Eventually it's time for you to bend. Bend over backwards in your quest to keep the peace, and learn to hold your tongue among the straight. You narrow down your focus and the inquiries soon cease. No answers are forthcoming anyway. I was coming down now. I was coming down now. Now it's coming down now. Oh yeah, it's coming down now. Oh yeah, it's coming down now. Oh yeah, it's coming down now. Till you don't, and you will till you won't. When you take everything they give you and you walk right out the door, where to go to the west, laid next to the chest. By the time you stop believing, you'll be buried in the core. Can't con that the neighbor's gone, or when you walk back on the wisdom, can't deny that they only drain you dry. Past time that you figure out that there's no one there to miss them, even if you'll never know to ask why. Well, it's dark till the dawn, and you go till you're gone. When you get everything you dream of and you ask if they want more, let it go to the east. Lay it down at the least. When you drag every piece on with you till you shipwreck on the shore, can't claim that they turned you down or when you never even asked them. Me and Marsha, you tell them what do you want. They'll do what they want to do until you dig in and retract them. And a fight will always be a detente. Look back now that the rain is gone. Look back now that the lines are drawn. Look back now in the dark before the dawn. Look back now when they tell you no. Look back now 'cause it's time to go. Look back now that the moment says it's so. It's so, it's so. Dawn is a turn, and the sun is a burn, and it all hangs up above us like a specter in the sky, so they fill in the gaps, heading to their collapse. We can get along without them, but we won't know till we try. Can't walk back to Arkansas, and you can't drive to an island. Some dreams will never ever come true. Aim high, maybe when you land, you will find out what you missed out. Why it crumbled back and fell upon you. Look back now that the rain is gone. Look back now that the lines are drawn. Look back now in the dark before the dawn. Look back now when they tell you no. Look back now 'cause it's time to go. Look back now that the moment says it's so. It's so, it's so.